Set your mind back to the late 19th century, an era of profound innovation and discovery. The world was on the cusp of a revolution, one that would forever change the way we view and interact with our surroundings. It was during this time that the concept of personal transportation was being completely reimagined, setting the stage for an invention that would revolutionize human mobility: the automobile. To truly appreciate this journey, let's travel back a bit further to the year 1769. A French engineer named Nicolas-Joseph Cugnot had a vision to harness the power of steam to propel a vehicle, and so he built the first steam-powered vehicle, a heavy three-wheeled artillery tractor. Although it was far from what we now know as a car, Cugnot's invention was a pivotal moment in history, paving the way for future advancements in automotive technology. Fast forward to the late 1800s, the world was beginning to see the limitations of steam power. It was an era where the Industrial Revolution was in full swing, and electricity was seen as the next big thing. This led to the development of the first electric cars. They were quiet, smooth, and easy to operate compared to their steam and gasoline counterparts. But as promising as they seemed, they were not without their flaws. Limited range and long recharge times made them impractical for long-distance travel. Around the same time, a new type of engine was gaining traction: the internal combustion engine. This engine, which ran on petroleum, had a major advantage over its electric and steam counterparts. It offered greater range, making it ideal for long-distance travel. The internal combustion engine was a game-changer, eventually becoming the dominant power source for automobiles. This was the dawn of a new era, the birthplace of the automobile as we know it. The journey from steam to electricity to internal combustion was a testament to human ingenuity and the relentless pursuit of progress. And while we've come a long way since then, the story of the automobile is far from over, with new chapters being written every day. As we moved into the 20th century, the automotive world was about to undergo a German engineer with a vision. He saw the potential of an engine that could convert heat into mechanical work. This was the idea behind the internal combustion engine. But Benz didn't just dream, he acted. In 1886, he designed and built the patent motor wagon, the world's first automobile powered by an internal combustion engine. This was no small feat. The patent motor wagon was a three-wheeled vehicle with a rear-mounted engine. It was a far cry from the horse-drawn carriages of the day, and it sparked a revolution in transportation. Benz's invention was a game-changer. The internal combustion engine offered a new level of power, efficiency, and flexibility. It didn't require a stationary power source like steam engines. It could be started and stopped at will, and it could be scaled up or down to suit different needs. The impact of the internal combustion engine on automotive design and production was profound. It paved the way for the development of cars as we know them today. It made possible the mass production of automobiles, transforming them from luxury items for the wealthy into a practical means of transportation for the masses. But the rise of the internal combustion engine was not without its challenges. Early engines were inefficient, noisy, and prone to overheating. They also produced a lot of smoke and pollution. But over time, engineers and inventors found ways to overcome these issues, improving the efficiency and reliability of the internal combustion engine. The internal combustion engine, with its power, flexibility, and scalability, has been the driving force behind the automotive industry for over a century. It has powered everything from compact cars to heavy trucks, from sports cars to buses. It has shaped our cities, our economies, and our lives. With the invention of the internal combustion engine, the stage was set for an automotive revolution. Enter the 20th century, and the automobile was about to become a staple of everyday life. One man in particular was instrumental in this shift: Henry Ford. A visionary and a pioneer, Ford's innovations would forever change the way we view and use cars. In 1908, Ford introduced the Model T, a vehicle that was as revolutionary as it was practical. The Model T wasn't just a car, it was a symbol of America's industrious spirit and innovation. It was designed to be easy to drive, easy to repair, and above all, affordable. Ford once famously quipped, "Any customer can have a car painted any color that he wants, so long as it is black." This was not just a whimsical statement, but a reflection of his relentless pursuit of efficiency and cost-effectiveness. But the Model T was just the beginning. The real game-changer was yet to come, the introduction of the assembly line in 1913. Before this, cars were built one at a time, a process that was both time-consuming and expensive. Ford envisioned a different approach, one where each worker would perform a specific task on each car as it moved along a conveyor belt. This was the birth of the assembly line, a method that allowed for the mass production of automobiles. Suddenly, cars were no longer reserved for the wealthy. The assembly line made it possible to produce more cars in less time and at a lower cost. This meant that cars, once a luxury item, were now within reach for many American families. The impact of this cannot be overstated. The automobile was no longer a novelty, but a practical means of transportation. It changed the way people lived, worked, and traveled, shaping the landscape of America and, indeed, the world. The assembly line was a game changer, turning the automobile from a luxury item into a necessity. From the early days of the Model T, the automobile has come a long way. The journey of the car has been an exciting ride, marked by continuous innovation and redefining what mobility means to us. When we look back at the early 20th century, cars were a luxury, a symbol of status owned by the privileged few. They were basic, with rudimentary safety features. The invention of the three-point seatbelt by Volvo in the 1950s was a game-changer, marking the advent of a new era where safety became a paramount concern. Following this, the mid-20th century saw the rise of sports cars. Brands like Ferrari, Lamborghini and Porsche emerged, transforming the automobile from a means of transport to a work of art, a testament to the power of engineering and design. These sports cars pushed the boundaries of speed and performance, captivating the world with their elegance and power. As we moved into the late 20th century, environmental concerns began to shape the automobile industry. The oil crisis of the 70s sparked a need for more fuel-efficient vehicles. This led to the development of compact cars and eventually the introduction of hybrid vehicles. Toyota's Prius, launched in the late 90s, was a pioneer in this space, marking the beginning of a new era of eco-friendly mobility. Fast forward to the 21st century and the automobile industry is on the cusp of a revolution. Electric vehicles are no longer a distant dream, but a reality. Companies like Tesla are leading the charge, championing the cause of sustainable mobility. These electric vehicles promise a future where cars are not just economical and eco-friendly, but also high-performing and luxurious. The automobile has evolved dramatically since its inception, and one can only imagine what the future holds. From autonomous driving to flying cars, the possibilities are endless. As we continue to innovate and push the boundaries of what's possible, the car as we know it is set to undergo a transformation unlike any other. From steam engines to electric vehicles, the journey of the automobile is a testament to human innovation and ingenuity. We've traced this journey from the inception of the automobile through the rise of the internal combustion engine, the revolutionary Model T and assembly line, to the ongoing evolution of the car. The impact of the automobile on society and culture has been profound, transforming how we live, work and play. As we continue to innovate and evolve, the automobile remains a symbol of our progress and our potential. It's been a fascinating ride and it's far from over.